With NCIS returning, there have been rumors, whispers, and chirps on the street that perhaps a major character will make a comeback too. But could it really be? NCIS actors have been known to stir the pot with cameos, posts, and now cryptic little tweets that send fans off the deep end. So we're here to break it down about who's really returning and when, or are these just rumors still? Let's begin. First off, let's talk about an NCIS first. As many fans will know already, the NCIS franchise has one of the best New Year's gifts for us all. As soon as 2023 arrives, the NCIS world will experience a franchise first, thanks to a three-way crossover that will air on January 2nd. Yep, not two, but a three-way crossover. So who are we going to see in this phenomenal episode? Well, it's going to be the usual suspects: Gary Cole's Parker, LL Cool J's Sam, and Vanessa Lachey's Tennant on screen together. How iconic is that scene going to be? Then there are the rumors swirling around the crossover. We'll just come out and say it. Will the franchise use this monumental TV moment to reintroduce some of the missing characters? You know, the same characters that fans have been dying to see for oh so long. It should go without saying that fans would be ecstatic if the flagship drama used the primetime event to bring back Mark Harmon's Gibbs and or Michael Weatherly's long-gone Tony DiNozzo. We're not that picky, we'll take either one, right? But we're here to give you guys a reality check at the same time, because it doesn't appear as if either will occur. Sorry guys. It's true that the DiNozzo rumor mill has picked up some steam, with Weatherly himself humbly and jokingly adding to the buzz. Now let's dive a little into the Gibbs rumors, shall we? After leaving NCIS in season 19, Gibbs has become more of a "when will he return" talking point, and for good reason too. The show is basically built on his back, so it only makes sense that the people just wanted more and more. But remember to not kill the messenger. Still, at least according to Radar Online, the actor doesn't appear to be ready to start leaning back into that character anytime soon. On the other hand though, a little birdie tells that Michael Weatherly may be able to make a better case for DiNozzo's comeback instead. Since Harmon doesn't seem to be eager to make a comeback, perhaps DiNozzo's return will function as a bomb. Apparently, Michael Weatherly is reportedly open and anxious to make Tony DiNozzo's return happen, now that he has no other important broadcasting assignments to lead for the time being. Should we dare hope? Following up on that, it seems Michael was the one to bring up the topic too. Yep, the actor himself, Michael Weatherly himself, sparked some excitement with a rather amusing tweet about getting into a confusing interaction with a restaurant server. Now, the conspiracy theorist in us would like to think that the whole tweet isn't based on a true story, but perhaps it's all fabricated to spark the debate, which it did oh so well. And then once the hype and the sizzling social media sensations have been established, they can just bring him back. Say in a one-of-a-kind three-way crossover? You've got to admit, it just seems to fit so well. The whole thing would give viewers all over the world the opportunity to text their buddies or cause a bulk load of tweets to swarm the platform saying, "I told you so," or "I knew it." Celebrations would be all around, and the world would be a better place. Alright, we'll tone it down, just a notch. But just in case anyone was concerned that these rumors were unfounded or of no consequence, this was the background. Next, what was in the tweet anyway? Weatherly doesn't appear to have any independent films in development at the present, but he probably has a lot of things going on behind the scenes that the public won't learn about until they're a little more official. In any case though, it's evident that neither the podcast nor the independent film is a project that should be shouted from the rooftops, right? So perhaps it has to do with the fact that he just casually announced plans for a DiNozzo comeback in a sushi bar and on Twitter. Can it get any more random than that? In his tweet, he mentions that the server at the sushi place asked him, "What's next, Michael?" So naturally he mentioned the podcast, possibly an independent film, and another game of DiNozzo at some point, only to realize that that's not what the gal was asking at all. She only wanted to know what he wanted next to the sushi dish. And that's when our guy requested jalapeno hamachi, and then very humbly, the check. It's even poetic in some ways if you think about it. Coming up, what should we expect now? We know what you're all thinking, so let's speculate together on the meaning of "at some point." The question is, has he discussed his return to NCIS with the showrunner, his previous employers, and his co-stars? Or is this more of a case where he's speaking confidently without confirmation, and believing that the stars will align once the process begins? So many thoughts in our heads we can't honestly keep up, because the thing is, this wasn't just a one-off. After Bull's production schedule was removed as a barrier, executive producer Stephen D. Binder expressed his love for the idea of Weatherly returning in May. Remember that? He then brought up the subject once more in September with the intention of having a conversation with the actor after he took a break from the action. So you know what? We're going to have faith that, with a little more time and patience, NCIS viewers will soon experience a surprise that includes DiNozzo, one that hopefully lasts for several episodes. Fingers crossed. Next up, what's he been doing on the break though? Now many of you may not be aware, but Michael Weatherly made the decision to pursue acting as a career nearly 3 decades ago, and even dropped out of college to give his career everything. But at the end of the day, being a father is his top priority, cause the man left acting to focus on his kids when the time came. The former NCIS star is the father of 3 kids, Olivia, who's 10, and Liam, who's 9, with his wife Bojana Jankovic, and from his previous marriage with Amelia Hanley, he has a 26-year-old son, August. So while many fans found his exit from NCIS in 2016 to be heartbreaking, it also made a lot of sense. His constant presence at home managed to change his children's lives, because they were at the critical ages of 4 and 2 at the time. Through his sabbatical, the father of 3 was able to spend more time with them. In an interview, he said that the kids are very excited to have him around, mostly because he's wrapped around their little fingers. We knew he was a softie. Next, he also talks about parenting his children. During the interview, Michael also discussed how the family was adjusting since they were trying to transition and manage how to be authoritative without upsetting the little ones. He went on to talk about his parenting and how the actor tries to be an authoritative dad but fails at it. How cute is that? Weatherly explained that when you're not around much, parenting becomes difficult because you don't want to be soft around them, but at the same time being strict means you won't be liked and won't be able to form a strong bond with your kid. A constant battle then, huh? But no matter how hard it is, Michael loves watching them grow and spending time with them in their developing age. Alright, we might just forgive him for leaving then. Now, why did Tony DiNozzo and Leroy Gibbs leave the show anyway? Despite a number of departures from the show, Harmon and Weatherly's exits are undoubtedly the most heartbreaking ones. So it's possible that CBS has plans to bring one or both of the two back. Weatherly and Harmon would ideally appear in NCIS Season 20, starting with the fact that it has been over 10 years since the very special agent appeared in the drama NCIS. Plus, the reappearance of Ziva indicates that Weatherly has experienced several off-screen developments since leaving NCIS. What do you guys think? Lastly, don't get your hopes up. It's important for fans to wait before raising their hopes for Weatherly's comeback on NCIS, despite all of these teases. Don't get too invested until CBS makes an official announcement, just in case things don't work out as planned. We don't want you all to be heartbroken, alright? But here's the good news too. In any case, Weatherly is eager to return to the police procedural, which would make it simpler to reintroduce him to the show. So it's like we always say, hope for the best and prepare for the worst. That's a wrap. Let us know in the comments below what you think of all this. Just a tweet, or perhaps something's really cooking. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.